Hello, my beautiful Scorpios, and welcome to your weekly forecast for December 23rd. I am freezing in my room, my studio, guys. I am so cold. I'm bundled up. For those of you guys below the equator, like Australia, you guys are luckily enjoying the sun. It's freezing here. And I know I'm in Southern California, but it's cold. So here we go, guys. If this is your first time watching me, thank you so much for joining. And if this serves you or resonates with you in some way, please like or subscribe below or share it with someone you feel this might serve. All right, guys, let's do this. We had that 12-12 portal. We're ending the year. We're entering eclipse season. Are we ready for this? Let's do it. 2019 has really whooped us full of lessons. So it's like, bring it. I should knock on wood. But we're ready. All right, Scorpios, this is for your sun, your moon, or your rising. So please be sure to check all three to make sure you have a kind of complete understanding of the energy of this upcoming week. Deep breath in. Loving guidance, you have the energy of Scorpio for the week of December 23rd. Ooh. Hey, a couple more. All right, Scorpios, we have the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Wheel. Scorpios, this is a good week, especially when it comes to romance. Now, I don't want to just focus on romance here, but I'm going to just say it how it is. You have the Lovers and the Ace of Cups. This tells me, Scorpios, especially for those single Scorpios, you guys are really entering into a new depth of relationship with somebody. This can be a soulmate, or if you're not looking for romance, this is depth. And soulmates aren't just romantic; they're platonic, they're family, they're best friends. It doesn't have to be about love, but with the Ace of Cups, I will say this, it is a definitely deeply fulfilling relationship. It is a soulmate relationship, and it tends to be romantic. So for those of you who are just meeting people or starting out, this is an incredible week for love, for really moving into that space. Then you have it with the Knight of, sorry, my blanket here, I'm freezing. The Knight of Cups. Let me just give you a quick warning. It's not a bad thing. The Knight of Cups is amazing, but the Knight of Cups to me, it's a very romantic card. And please don't look just the male. This isn't just a reading for females. But the Knight of Cups is like, the honeymoon stage where they come in and everything's great and it's romantic and it's sexy and it's poetry and it's all that, woo, bliss. Scorpios, because you have the Five of Swords and the Wheel, you've worked really hard in terms of getting rid of toxic relationships, really letting go of those karmic relationships. And let me explain the difference between a karmic and a soulmate relationship just real quick. Karmic relationships are the kind that start out super hot and heavy, like so much sexual chemistry, and it's like bliss the first maybe month and a half, and then the arguments start and they never stop. And the only reason you stay, it's because of that physical connection. It's because of that magnetic push and pull. And the reason karmic relationships are built that way is to keep you two together long enough to learn your lessons, to balance out. Because if you didn't have the physical, you'd be like deuces a long time ago. But that's why. It's not because, my soulmate relationships, they're not perfect. That's true. But they feed, they support, they're very loving. And even if they are confrontational, even if you're not always going to agree, there's a growth aspect, a complementary that's reciprocated. It's reciprocal. It feeds. It feeds. It's long-term gratification, not short-term gratification. There's a little bit of a difference here. So you guys, Scorpios, you've done a lot of work in terms of walking away from negative situations, really toxic and unhealthy environments as well. You've done a lot of work in this regard. You're like, I'm done with it. I'm over it. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. And you recognize that those things didn't really serve you, not your soul, not even your health, mental, emotional, physical, energetic. You're like, I'm done with it. And you guys really are trying to start new beginnings, especially in regards to your relationships, whether it's romantic. And for those Scorpios that are in a relationship, this is about a new level, a deepening of, a rebirth. Maybe it was a little stagnant and now you're diving deeper. You come into this level of growth together that it's almost a new emotional experience with one another. Like, wow, like, oh my goodness, reigniting that flame, really working together to really unite and deepen the root of a tree that's already growing. You know what I'm saying? Because you have the wheel The wheel is about beginnings, but it's beginnings in a new direction, or at least a different direction. Maybe all the experiences you had, Scorpio, in the past made you realize, you know what? I really recognize how much I need a partner like this. I recognize that I thought I was okay with this, but actually that's a non-negotiable. And I thought that, I wanted to just get married and have kids, but now I realize I want a partner I could travel the world with. Or vice versa. Maybe like I want to travel the world and now I realize I just want to, buy a house, whatever it is. You guys are taking all of the incredible lessons, especially emotional lessons, that mental and energetic expansion. And now you're entering into relationships consciously. You're entering into relationships awake and aware, not just of the choices you make, but who you are, what you need, and where you want it to go. You're not just going to take what you can get and try to morph it. You're not trying to shove your foot into a shoe that don't fit. Square pegs, round holes. Trust me, don't do that. I've done it too many times. Now, all of a sudden, your love life is going to move. So if it was kind of stagnant or just or not at all, boom, this week, Scorpios. I'm excited. Making deep commitment, deep choices from your heart, kind of making that heart flutter again, especially if you're in a relationship, kind of just spicing it up and just My only caveat, my only warning to you, and I don't even want to use the word warning, Scorpio, is be sensible. It's always incredible on the beginning, right? That's the best it's going to be. It's and it's wonderful and good. Enjoy it. Yes, enjoy it. But understand, if you're really looking for that deep, committed, long-lasting relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic, that's a long haul, right? It's not short. It's not a sprint. It's an endurance. It's an endurance race. So understand, don't get caught up in the euphoria like you did in the karmic relationship. Remember? Let's look at that karmic one where it was, and then all of a sudden, boom. Understand, start building and laying the foundation for that long-term now, even in the beautiful honeymoon period. That's fantastic. Enjoy it. But don't forget to ask those important questions. Don't forget to be clear. You don't have to be in their face. This is who I am. And I totally respect who you are. But this is what I'm looking for. This is what I need. And if that's not where you're at, awesome. I'm going to keep going. That's what they're saying. The universe is bringing them in, so really use that time. Don't get lost in the cloud. Enjoy it, but be conscious, be awake, be aware, so that as you are enjoying this beautiful phase, you're using that energy to plant good seeds that are going to bear long-term fruit. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio, freaking incredible week. You've done so much work. Rewarded. Love. New Year's 2020. Let's do this. I'm super excited, Scorps. If you'd like an extended reading or just a tarot reading with me in general, distance healing, Reiki, life coaching, my link will be down below. Otherwise, have an incredible week, a beautiful holiday season if you celebrate, and I'll see you the week after for your weekly forecast readings.